Hello and welcome to the info channel. We have some awesome Wrath of the Lich King news. It is finally time. The PTRs come out with the pre-patch. You can go on there now and test out all the things that have changed over from TBC to Wrath of the Lich King. We're going to go over some blue posts and what they said about the schedules and things that they're going to be doing on the PTR. We'll talk about maybe when it should be coming to the live servers. And then I'm going to play some of the Death Knight starting area on the PTR just to try it out. Let's get after it. First things first, this is what the PTR blue post said when it launched. On August 4th, we tentatively opened a PTR that we will be using for testing the pre-expansion patch and content over the coming weeks. Initially, this PTR is running in a pre-patch state, and we plan to advance it to the first day of pre-patch for testing in a few days. Thereafter, we will continue to step the PTR forward through our intended pre-patch stages, and we will test the many world events, limited time dungeon bosses, and Death Knight content, among other things. So what I'm getting from this is the first day of pre-patch technically hasn't happened yet, as they stated they're going to advance it in a few days. So it's looking like August 9th for that pre-patch date is absolutely probably not going to be happening. But there is some good news. First part of that good news is if you're on a dead server on August 9th, there is going to be a server merger for those people playing on the less populated servers. Second part of the good news is when Wrath of the Lich King went on the PTR originally, it was only on the PTR for testing for 12 days, which would make this look like maybe the 16th the pre-patch would come out on the live servers. It's a good guess. There is a reputable source. You know him as Metagoblin. He does have some insider info that he doesn't want to tell anyone yet, but he's estimating the 22nd, 23rd, or 24th that the pre-patch may come out. Now, I don't know where he's getting this info, but anywhere from August 16th to the 24th would probably be a good guess for this pre-patch coming live. With that out of the way, let's move over to the PTR and test out some Death Knight stuff. Now, I'm going to be going over the first 2 or 3 quests where you get your sword, enchant it, and then walk back and kill an initiate. And then after that, that'll probably be the end. Now, as a quick note before we do move on, Blizzard did add a new feature called Body Type. Finally, the option I needed. This is a great addition to the character creation, but the even greater part is in Wrath of the Lich King. If you go to the barber, you'll be able to switch between male and female just for gold, which is awesome. You can do it whenever you want. It used to cost $15 every time. So let's go ahead and move on.
A hero. That's what you once were. You stood boldly against the shadow and purchased another dawn for the world with your life. But the evil you fought is not so easily banished. The victory you claimed, not so easily held. For now, the specter of death looms above the world yet again, and it has found new champions to bring about its final reign. Knights of darkness, wielding runes of death and destruction, bound by the will of the Lich King. This is the hour of their ascension. This is the hour of your dark rebirth.
It's been so long since I've been here. Alright, Lich King, what do you got for me? In service of the Lich King, all that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality, so that you may herald in a new dark age for the Scourge. Gaze now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's hope stands defiantly against us, a blemish upon the Plague Lands. They must be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now and claim your destiny, Death Knight. Report to the instructor. I will go forth. It's been so long. This place is awesome. I remember back in the day when this was the first time anyone was ever seeing this. Everyone was going crazy in the chat about how crazy this place was. We have found the instructor. You have heard the call of the Lich King, Death Knight. Now is the time to answer your master. The single most important piece of equipment to a Death Knight is the Rune Blade. It is through the Rune Blade that a Death Knight commands the power of Frost, Blood, and Unholy. The Rune Blade also acts as a vessel to store the Death Knight's runic power. The time has come to create your first Rune Blade. Search the weapon racks on this floor and locate a battle-worn sword. Once found, take the sword to a nearby rune forge and use it to create a Rune Blade. Alright, so now we have to find our sword in one of these weapon racks. Easy enough, it's right there. Take that sword. We're already here at a rune forge. We are connecting with the rune forge. Alright, it's done. Let's take it back to the instructor and see what else he's got for us. Well done! You have successfully created your first Rune Blade weapon. With it, you will sow the seeds of chaos and destruction, and your wake will be a bloodied field of battle, littered with the corpses of all that would dare oppose the Scourge. Alright, got our first weapon. Rune Forging, preparing for battle. The mark of war is etched inevitably upon your soul, Death Knight. You have learned the dark art of rune forging, and with it, you will engrave runes of power upon your weaponry. Preparations for battle must be made. Return to one of the rune forges where the heart of Arcturus, and use the power of rune forging to embolize your weapon with a rune of power. Return to me when the blade glows with dark energy. Alright, we gotta go put some enchant on our weapon. Now if you open your bag, your spell book down here, rune forging is going to be a spell, just like poisoning's for a rogue. Let's go with Cinder Glacier. We're going to put that on our weapon. Perfect. Instructor is waiting for us again. Remember these words, Death Knight. The Rune Forge is a Scourge instrument. It exists only in Arcturus, Naxxramas, and the heart of Icecrown. I didn't know you could go to those places in Rune Forge. You may only embolize your weaponry at a Rune Forge. Return often and embolize on all of your weapons. A Death Knight must be prepared for all that would dare oppose him. Next quest, the Endless Hunger. The Endless Hunger will soon take a hold of you, Death Knight. When it does, you will feel pain immeasurable. He walked away from me. What the heck? I was talking to you, man. You will feel pain immeasurable. There is only one remedy for the suffering. The hunger must be sated. I give you the key to your salvation. Chained to the heart of Arcturus are those deemed unworthy of the Dark Brotherhood. Use the key to free the unworthy initiate. Allow them to equip their gear and bow to you for their freedom. Kill, and the pain will cease. Fail, and suffer for eternity. Live or die, the choice is yours to make. Alright, so now we gotta go and kill this initiate. Who should we kill? I'm thinking of Drown Eye, just to have at least same size. Let's go, Drown Eye. They brand me unworthy? I will show them unworthy. What? You look a little naked to me right now, buddy. You're a little unworthy. Let's go. I will end you so my suffering does not happen. Your suffering can happen, but not mine. It has been done. Instructor? As expected, my chosen knight has triumphed. You are ready. Behold, Archerus, the grand citadel of death. It has no equal in this world. Not even the mighty Naxxramas could withstand a direct assault from the Ebonhold. Looming above the face of Necropolis is the all-seeing eye of Archerus. From it, the Master is able to see great distances into the territories held by our enemies. What the eye sees, the Lich King sees. And now the time has come for you to peer through the eye. The Lich King has called for you. Go now, suffer well, brother. I guess I will go now, and I will suffer well, but I cannot wait to play this on live. That about wraps it up for today. I know I'm super excited that Wrath of the Lich King is finally almost here. At least we get to play with the PTR a little bit. But let me know in the comments what you're finally most excited about with Wrath of the Lich King. Is it the raids? Is it the PvP? Or finally getting the achievement system so you can track everything? Again, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.